Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to start a new section called Health Section, and we're going to talk about common problems that we might all have. Today we're going to start to talk about oral herpes. Oral herpes is a lip, mouth, and or gum-related infection, and it's caused by herpes simplex virus, which is also known as HSV1. It generally manifests itself through small and painful blisters. Oral herpes is commonly defined as lip herpes. Following this infection, the virus enters a latency phase within the facial nervous tissues. Sometimes its quiescence gets interrupted and the virus is reactivated, and thus causing the onset of blisters, mainly after immune system deficiencies. Now, the type 2 herpes virus, also known as HSV2, actually causes genital herpes and might be transmitted to mouth and vice versa. We might have a situation of elevated infection risk when we get close, very close contact with an infected object, when we physically get in touch with a blister or something which has been in touch with the herpes virus, such as a razor or towels or dishes or else. Or also the parents tend to transmit the infection to their kids, and it's very simple. Symptoms that we can encounter are in some cases mouth ulcers. In other cases there are no ulcers at all. The age at risk is mainly in between 1 and 5 years old. The symptoms intensity can vary in between mild and severe, and symptoms appear in between 1 and 3 weeks after the contact with the virus and might last up to 3 weeks after the infection. The main symptoms are itching, burning sensation, tingling on lips and skin surrounding the mouth. Now, before the blister onset, we could notice some sore throat, some fever, some hypertrophic glands, some pain while swallowing. But we also have these blisters that can appear on gums, lips, mouth, and even on the throat. Now, most of these blisters only represent the very beginning of the cascade reaction. We might also see another type of blisters which can have or release some secretions. Now, these symptoms can be activated by some happenings like menstrual cycles or hormonal changes. Also, sunlight exposure, fever, or even stress. Now, if the symptoms strike back, usually they are milder than the initial onset. What kind of tests should we run at this point? Well, usually the specialist will decide, or the doctor we will go see will decide what kind of test we need to run. But usually we have viral culture, viral DNA tests, or the check test for the HSV check. These are the three main tests that are run in these cases. How do we treat it? Well, symptoms tend to disappear anyway in 1 or 2 weeks, but there are specific molecules on the market that can help us treating the viral infection and the symptoms. They are classified as antiviral drugs. These substances immediately help reducing the pain and symptoms intensity. Among them we can find acyclovir, famciclovir, or valacyclovir. And these drugs work better if administered right after the onset of early symptoms, even before the blister formation. These drugs should be administered each time that we have a viral infection. Also, antiviral creams may help a lot. They are on the market and they need sometimes no prescription, but they can be sometimes pricey and overall ineffective. They can only basically shorten the appearance of symptoms maximum 1 or 2 days. Here are some useful suggestions in case the appearance of this pathology. Of course, put some ice or warm cloth in order to relieve the pain. Gently wash the blisters with antiseptic soap and water. This helps preventing the virus spread in other areas, of course. Avoid hot drinks. Just do not drink hot water or drinks or even citrus fruits. avoid spicy food. Spicy food should be definitely be taken off of your diet. Then you can gargle several times using cold water or even eat popsicles. Then you should take anti-inflammatory drugs like ketoprofen, ibuprofen, and so forth. And do not ever touch blisters because these will help the spread. When should we call a specialist? Well, if symptoms persist for more than 2 weeks, we definitely should. If we also see blisters around eyes or ears, and if you have a deficitary immune system, well, in that case, it's much better if we contact our doctor as soon as possible. Now, I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me to my email address, raf.pilla@gmail.com. Again, raf.pilla@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening, and have a good day.